30 some odd years ago, he helped the Montreal Canadiens. He carried the Habs on his back. He won a Stanley Cup with the Habs, one of his multiple with the Montreal Canadiens, and he was a part of a Montreal Canadiens squad that was the most recent Canadian NHL team to win the Stanley Cup. And now, in 2025, he might have just helped out the Habs one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about Patrick Roy, NHL legend, one of the best goalies of all time. The number one, the number two. You can debate amongst yourselves. But today, we're going over a talking point that dives into just why exactly the Montreal Canadiens were able to grab Noah Dobson and sign that man to an 8-year extension in a sign and trade ordeal. It all comes to us via a post made on Twitter by Eric LeBlanc of RDS. He went out there and said this actually a few days ago. This was 2 days ago on day one of the draft when the Canadiens ended up getting the guy. But this is the tweet that I wanted to dive into here. It says, a well-informed source confirmed to RDS that the relationship between Noah Dobson and Patrick Roy was not good. The future will tell if this situation helped the Habs. You had Maxime Truman from donlescoulisses.com going out there and responding to this tweet saying this, crudely put, Roy didn't find Dobson very good. Their relationship was rotten, I'm told. And that's a simple tweet. Simple few tweets. This is 2 minutes worth of a video. We can end the video right there. Oh, there you go. That's the scoop. But I wanted to dive into this because Patrick Roy, bro, if this is 100% true, if all these reports are accurate, and if Patrick Roy just did not find Noah Dobson very good, then firstly, that does two things. One, it puts Dobson in a much different light than had we not known this information. And number two, it puts the Canadiens in a much better spot than if they were on the contrary. Patrick Roy became the New York Islanders head coach at the midway point of the 23-24 campaign. The Islanders ended up making the playoffs. They lost in the first round to Carolina. 23-24 is when Noah Dobson absolutely popped off, and he had a 70-point year. Everybody will turn to that as his breakout campaign, but it was some sort of a transitory period for the New York Islanders. Because at that time, Lane Lambert was fired. He was fired like halfway through the year. In January, Patty Roy came in, and at that point in the season, Noah Dobson was already going. He was already clicking. But the season after was Noah Dobson's only full season under Patty Roy, and he dipped from 70 points to 39 points. Despite that fact, he ended up having better advanced analytics defensively this previous season compared to the 70-point year that he had, and his health status was also put into question. He wasn't the healthiest, and he was tasked with bigger minutes, and the Islanders started to sell, and so things didn't go all too well for Noah Dobson in the most recent season's worth of play. And now hearing that apparently him and his coach really didn't get along, that makes me think that if Dobson is just in a system where the coaching staff is on board with what his skill set is, if his coach and his defensive coach think that he's actually a good player, then maybe there is potential for Dobson to actually play better too. If he's in a situation where he is valued and his coach actually believes in him, would that not ignite more of a determined edge to play his best? Not to say that, Noah Dobson wasn't trying last year. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying it's easier to play better and it's easier to try harder when you understand that the coaching staff believes in you. If Patty Roy was going out there and degrading this guy, they're saying the relationship was rotten, quote unquote. If that was the case, then maybe Patty Roy, do you want to say he chased Noah Dobson out? I don't know. Is that like a sensitive way to talk about it? You can let me know in the comment section whether or not you think that's actually fair to bring up. But I definitely do think that if this is the case, if Patty Waugh and Dobson did not get along, then it might have been one of the big reasons why Dobson's projected ask in contract negotiations with the Islanders. It's probably why that ask was all the way to the moon and back. Hey, $11 million. Pay up, bud. The Islanders understood what Dobson is, and coming off a season where he had declined so much, it's hard to fully trust and give that guy $11 million. 9.5 is only, $1.5 million cheaper than 11, but I actually do feel a lot more positive with a 9.5 number, especially if Dobson is going over to a situation where he feels beloved and he feels welcomed. It's hard to believe fully if he had those same sentiments with Patty Waugh as the head coach of the Islanders. And ever since it was revealed by New York that Patty Waugh would be coming back, I wonder if that played a really big part into the accelerated Noah Dobson trade talk over the past few days. Montreal just happened to be in a good spot. They needed a right-handed D-man. They had the spots available. Folks were speculating, okay, it's going to be Dobson for Reinbacher or Dobson for Mayu, or another right-handed guy's going to go over to New York. Nope, sorry, it's just 16, 17, and Heineman. And to be fair, the Islanders did do some very good work with those draft picks. I'm very, very happy to see Matthew Schaefer get accompanied by Victor Eklund and Matthew Aitchison. There's a lot of value there. But I do kind of wonder if the Noah Dobson situation was made worse by Patty Waugh. Did Waugh help out the Montreal Canadiens in the best way possible to give them Noah Dobson in this trade, to give them the opportunity to even make a Dobson trade in the first place? No disrespect to Columbus, who were apparently also heavy in the Dobson sweepstakes, but hearing that Dobson was preferring Montreal, and then seeing him sign with Montreal, and then see him enthusiastically get interviewed by Montreal media, and he said, yeah, I'd love to play here and stuff like that. That's total I want to be here energy. And that doesn't seem to have been there with the Patrick Waugh coached New York Islanders. At least that's what it looks like from the outside. I can't speak for anybody who is reporting on the Islanders daily, who is in and out of that organization, and who is able to keep up to date with every little thing that's posted about on social media. I don't know, maybe Isles fans were caught off guard by this. Maybe they didn't realize that Noah Dobson was in a vulnerable spot. Not necessarily with his contract demands, but with the way he feels about playing on this team. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to be in a rotten relationship with Patrick Waugh of all people. Like, that sounds like a nightmare. We know how this guy can be at times, and especially if you're a supposed top player who's not producing as much and who's getting put into this difficult situation with the coaching staff. Like, I get it, he's a good enough player where it's like you should not have declined that badly. You shouldn't have. But his defensive numbers got better, and he was arguably a more valuable player for New York despite the fact that his point production was cut in half. I think that's more of a testament to the Islanders and the way that Patrick Waugh coached this team, rather than Noah Dobson's assessment as a hockey player. But with all this in mind, I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree that Patrick Waugh gifted the Montreal Canadiens the opportunity to acquire Noah Dobson by having this terrible relationship with the guy? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section as to whether or not you think this is even worth talking about. I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye.